Hi, Brother Robertson. As you may remember, I'm the student who decided to change her project, but without consulting you when I had made that decision. I apologize for doing that if I haven't apologized before. Initially, I began with the intent to get certified in the Emmett CSA web app development, but I had my doubts after talking to an acquaintance who runs a certification program. I wish I had ignored my doubts, but here I am nonetheless. I ended up proposing something that's perhaps unconventional, which was to prepare for the Java SE8 Programmer 1 certification and or build an app. I prepared for the exam as best as I could and used a lot of resources, some of which I didn't list because I didn't find them to be very useful. After preparations, I took the exam but didn't pass. It nevertheless was a good experience for me. During my preparations, I also attempted to build an app. I decided to attempt to build one that would add, delete, or update members for a local railroad engineers union because I thought it might be helpful. Some of the members find the app or site that they have to be really confusing, so I thought if I created something simple to maintain their membership records, the leaders might be more open to making their site and app more user friendly. I created the app, but it doesn't function as it should. The user is supposed to be able to click on the add button, be taken to the add member form, and enter the member's first and last names, email address, cell phone number, and home phone number. Then the user is supposed to click the save button on the form, which was then save the information and sends it to the database. On the add form, the user is supposed to be able to click the return to list link to return to the previous page and see that the member has been added. On the member form, the user is also supposed to be able to update a member's information or delete the member entirely if the member is no longer part of the local union. When the user clicks the update button, he or she is supposed to be taken to the update form where he or she can enter the first name, last name, email address, cell phone, and or home phone. The user can update all information or only the fields that need to be updated. There's a save button which saves the information and sends it to the database. There's also a return to list link that the user can click to return to the member form where he or she can see that the information has been updated. On the member form, there's also a delete button. When it's clicked, the member is asked to confirm the deletion. He or she can choose yes to confirm deletion or cancel to forgo it. If yes is selected, the member is deleted immediately and the form is updated at the same time. When deletion occurs, the information is sent to the database so that the member is deleted from it as well. My code doesn't work well, but that's how the app was supposed to be. I opted to do a Java Server Faces app because it's newer than JSP. It was interesting to work with because it's pretty simple to use. I'm sure that once I know it really well, I'll be building more apps just to get more practice experience. And this is what the app is. These are some of the classes or some of the code that I used. This is the member class that lists what's supposed to be received or obtained: the first name, last name, email, cell phone, home phone number. It has all of that, and this should work properly. Um, the member controller here has the methods to add, delete, update members. The member DB class has the errors information for the database to update it, pull information from there. And then this is the member servlet page that provides the HTTP requests and um, responses. And then this is the add member form that is supposed to um, the user will be able to get to in order to add a member. The member list form just lists all the members, and this is the page that'll show all the updates, deletions, added new members. And this is what the update member form looks like. And then this is what the code looked like, or the app is. It's not functioning like it should, but that's what it looks like. Right here is supposed to be the add member button. but it doesn't work. And then I'm supposed to have links or buttons for update and delete, as well as a return to list link down here, or on the other pages, the add member, the update member, and pages, so that the user can return to this page that lists and updates the membership information. Since that doesn't work, I actually wanted to talk a little bit about my experience with this class. I certainly had my challenges because I decided to change it. And even though I don't have a functioning app, I still push myself to read, study, and ponder in an attempt to create this app. I had access to some great sources, but I see that there's a need to sort through a lot of sources in order to find really good ones. There were days that were easier to find that information, and then typically I had more days where it was difficult to find good information, and I had to sift through, um, some pretty bad information. In terms of metacognition, this course has caused me to reflect on what I'd like to do next year and what I should pursue. Because of the certification and app decision that I made, my goal next year is to prepare for 2 or 3 certifications. I really do want to do a Java certification, so I will revisit the exam. My goal is to complete it by the end of next year, but I'd really like to try to take it in June. The planning part of this course has helped me see that I need to map out a course of study for next year, and that breaking up my goal like that makes it a lot more likely to be conquered. As part of practice, I will write Java daily to help me prepare. In addition to working towards a Java certification, I'm going to look into preparing for the CCNA and CompTIA A+ exams. I know a board member who offered his help in preparing for the exams, so I plan to take advantage of his generosity. Anyway, I appreciate the direction the class has given me. As I reflect on my courses at BYU Idaho Online, I think one of my suggestions would be to more strongly encourage students to do certifications so that when they graduate, they'll be armed with documents that show what they're qualified for. I know that some of the classes are structured so that students can prepare, but from my experience, which is based on no field experience at all, I know that some students don't know how valuable the certifications are. And I think it would be good to know that getting a certification would help prepare people to be more gainfully employed once they leave school. I appreciate your assistance and your willingness to let me change my project, and I thank you very much for your time. Thanks, Brother Robertson.